My name is Yanfei, top legal expert in Liyue, and for the avoidance of doubt, no one else comes close. From commercial litigation, to civil mediation, to criminal lawsuits, I'm fully versed in every area of the law, and I guarantee you a swift and satisfactory conclusion to your case. My contact details? Where should I write this down? Paper will just get lost, and it'll only rub off if I write it on the back of your hand, so... Aha! I know! I'll just write it here on the close of this... whatever this thing is that follows you around. I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance. Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Rain! Oh, Lord of Geo, please do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get damp! What the... What kind of injurious weather is this? It's... cold. Achoo! This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial Law of Liyue, Chapter 27, Section 6, Article 3 stipulates that... Wait, what was it? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. What is wrong with me today? I have to head out this morning to meet a client about a creditor dispute, but I also have to follow up on a consultation from last week by noon. All right, time to get to work. I'm a little sleepy. I know, a vigorous debate should wake me up, and I've got just the topic. The Northland Bank's presence in Liyue does more harm than good for our economy. So, are you for or against? The night market? I was planning on organizing some files this evening, but if you're going, I can join you. Oh, I should mention, lots of vendors go for the hard sell in the evenings because they want to be able to start with fresh produce the next day, but also don't want to lose profit on what they have left today. So, leave the negotiating to me, and if you have any leftovers, those can be my fee. Need a cure for insomnia? Let me read you the history of the development of Liyue's legal system. None of my friends have ever lasted longer than 20 minutes. Oh, you want something more fast-acting? Then I'll recite from the legal codices. Let me know in the morning which section I got to before you fell asleep. Okay, here I go. You think I come across as quite imposing when I'm reading through case files? Huh. Well, that's only when I'm in work mode. It's like I have an invisible switch. Flick it one way and I'm in normal mode. Flick it the other way and I switch to work mode. Surely you must have a switch like that too. You want legal advice from me? Sure. For legal opinions, I charge a flat rate of 6,000 mora. For advisory services, my hourly rate is 180,000 mora. And for commercial law, I charge 710,000 mora per case. Final quote and commission rate depending on the details of your case. Not a bad deal, right? The Historia Naturalis Liwa has an entry about a waterborne plant called the horsetail. It claims that the horsetail is a medicinal herb that stands alone on the banks of Dihua Marsh. Its color is that of the clouds at sunset. Apparently, if you grind it into a powder and mix it into your ink, it makes your writing water-resistant. But it's a shame. I've been to Dihua Marsh at least 100 times, and each time I end up with baskets and baskets of the common purple variety, but not a single one of the kind that the book describes. A client? Very pleased to meet you. Here's my card. I'm afraid I can't leave my desk today. If it's a dispute we're dealing with, then please bring the relevant parties here to see me. Let me just give you a breakdown of my fees. One moment. Huh? You came just to chat? No fee necessary then. So just to clarify, you came to chat as friends with a legal expert that you've never met before. Care to explain? My hobbies are reading and appraisal. Reading begets knowledge, appraisal improves judgment. As such, I read everything and appraise anything. If you don't believe me, bring something over sometime. If there's a market for it, my estimate won't be far off. Take this stone, for example. Must be, 600 mora. My friends from the communications office often get me to go fishing with them. They say it's to exchange angling tips, but deep down, everyone's keen to show off. I've gotten the better of everyone 100 different ways, but they continue to scrutinize my business. After so much success, it's gotten a little embarrassing. So every time, I end up taking advantage of my ingenious acting skills to make myself seem humble, you know? What's with the face? Are you doubting me? Oh, on that note, let me recommend my one true love. Tofu. Tofu all the way. Light in flavor, tender in texture, not to mention smooth and nourishing. It goes well with all manner of soups and dishes, and more importantly, it's available throughout the seasons. Beauty over complexity. Tofu dishes are my kind of flavor. I don't like cold dishes. Maybe it's because I rarely eat them. When I would get home late, my father used to keep a lantern lit for me. He'd hear me coming and ask me if I was hungry. In his words, the best dishes are served hot. Happy birthday! Here, this is for you. I've collated legislation from all the nations. You're planning to go traveling, right? It will serve you well to familiarize yourself with the laws of the different lands. Don't study too hard, mind you, or else I won't be of any use to you. Do not seek to emulate the past, for there is no law that can suffice for all time. This is a lesson I must always bear in mind. Only by adhering to the law can the people solve life's myriad of problems.